Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Staff Picks presented by Bombs Away. This is our chance to talk about some movies that we really like, gush about them, and be big nerds about it. I'm Tyler Rowe. Joining me in the studio, as always, is my host, partner in crime, partner in dreams, Jonathan Young.
I do not share dreams with you.
No, just a bed.
Inception style. Hi, I'm Jonathan Young.
Okay, is that your intro there?
I'm 1, 2. I'm coming for you.
Ew. All right,
Coming in you.
Ooh, that's at the end of the week. And joining us here is production manager, director of show extraordinaire, Peyton Bieber.
Hello.
Peyton, how does it feel to be back?
It feels nice.
Feels
Right?
good, man.
Yeah. I do the good ones, you know?
Yeah. Only shows up for the good ones.
I'm not sitting around for the bad stuff.
I'm not sitting around for that other one.
Oh, I got things to do.
So, 1, 2 taglines are coming for you.
Dang,
Boo week.
That's what I thought about the first time I watched this. I was like, yeah.
I was gonna go through the whole thing, and I was gonna get to it was gonna be 7, 8, better stay up late, 9 taglines because I just didn't want to put any effort into it.
Well, mine was 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, you got some taglines for me or something like that?
That one's pretty bad too.
3, 4. There's 19 more.
Is there 19 taglines?
There's 20.
I don't want to hear
20
them all.
taglines?
I got you though. It's okay.
Let's go. Like the good ones.
Just get ready to. I actually didn't read through them, so I can't say what's good and what's bad. Because I wanted to be surprised too. But let's just tag them. Let's do it.
This is...
What?
I'm curious to know, which ones came in after production?
I think we'll be able to
re-release?
figure it out.
Okay.
So she's the only one who can stop it. If she fails, no one survives.
That's pretty standard fare.
That's any horror movie.
Could have said about the airport security guy in 9/11 too. So
God damn.
Yikes. Oh, man.
Okay.
Moving on.
Getting dark.
Now this one is iconic. I've always remembered this one. If Nancy doesn't wake up screaming, she won't wake up at all.
That's pretty sweet.
That's a good one.
The kids of Elm Street don't know it yet, but something is coming to get them in their dreams.
Gross. He did that to them before when they were children.
Yeah.
That's the point of the movie.
Oh, that should be the next one. Where the original, where he's still human. I should make that movie.
Ooh. No,
Okay.
that's just a sad story.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. That's it.
Okay.
I feel like that's a VHS one.
Yeah.
Right? You'd already seen it, so, you know.
It's like the thing that sort of bloomed out of this whole movie. You're like, oh, wow, that's stuck.
This one, Tyler's favorite style. From suspense master Wes Craven, the director of Hills Have Eyes and The Last House on the Left, comes a new film of fantasy terror.
Too long.
That just sounds like the opening of the Rolling Stones review.
Yeah. Also, I wonder if Wes Craven was like, "Yeah, put my accolades, but don't put Last House on the Left, please."
Oh, they did it!
John Lovitz is the director.
No.
That was his voice.
I mean,
oh baby.
this is my favorite one. Watch this! With an exclamation mark.
Was that like a declaration, or was that like a "you should watch
It
this"?
just says, watch this.
All right.
You won't be sleeping alone.
I don't anyway.
Oh. Yeah, more than half the households in America were like, oh, great. 3 people?
This is a nightmare for Lucy and those 2 beds.
Don't fall asleep.
Your pause on "don't." I don't know why it made me laugh. Don't
Fall asleep.
Yeah.
There's something out there.
There's a lot of it.
That's a terrible one. This has like some like accidental ones peppered in from other movies.
I feel like it, but
like a Jaws sequel?
in space, no one can hear you scream.
oh, can't wait to hear what you say about this one.
Oh no,
Welcome to your nightmare.
that one's sick as fuck. I love that one. Isn't that song too that they made for the fourth one?
Wait,
No, that's Nightmare on...
huh?
Like the
Nightmare
Will
on
Smith
My
one?
Street?
No, not that. No, there's a Welcome to Your Nightmare song.
Oh, the Alice Cooper?
Yeah.
No,
that's
you
not-
mean Dokken Dream Warriors one?
No, Welcome to Your. Oh, maybe that is just. It's
That's
not
just an
for
Alice
this, but it's
Cooper.
just an Alice Cooper song.
Oh,
Yeah. The Dawkins song. I was thinking about the Dawkins song.
I thought you were talking about the Will Smith song.
Wasn't that Wayne's World 2, I think that was?
Yes, it's in. Yes.
Now I have a story that I'd like to tell about this guy. You all know me as we scared as hell.
I hate how you know such shitty rap so well.
He comes to me at night when I was laying in bed. He's burnt up like a weenie, and his name is Fred. He wears the same. So nothing.
No.
No, as soon as I
He's
watched
like,
this
I want the rest of it, but
I listened to that song after I watched this movie
oh, it's great.
to show my girlfriend, and she's like, "This exists." I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
it sure does."
Yeah. I'm your DJ now, Princey.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, I gotta call Fred.
Oh, no. My nightmare is that he only has Digital Underground.
The Humpty Dance is my dance. The hump, bitch. We're not done, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Midnight, baseball bats, and boogeyman.
The fuck?
I don't know.
Sandlot After Dark. Coming to a theater near you.
Forever. Forever. I'm the beast now.
I'm the Bambino.
The great Bambino.
That scene is scary when Babe Ruth comes out of the closet.
Heroes are remembered. Get out of my room, man.
Hey, want to meet my friend Freddie here? He's in the closet too.
Hey.
Okay, so come to Freddie.
That's for the sequel,
they
right?
used that one for the sequel, but they put "Come on, Freddy."
What's in a dream anyway?
Lots of stuff. One time I woke up frantically in the middle of the night with an idea in my head. And I said, I gotta write this down. I think it was for a video. And I woke up in the morning and there was a post-it note on my desk and all I had written was eat banana. So I had a dream that I was really worried about my potassium levels, apparently.
That must have been a great movie, though.
I don't know what it was. I was like, oh, good idea. Eat banana.
Oh, now I have banana fingers. What a horrible sequel.
That's the Dream Warriors I want.
Dream a Little Nightmare of Me.
Okay.
I love that song.
I do
so-
like that song, too.
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing where if "Dream a Little Dream of Me" was played at the credits or something,
Oh, yeah.
I think
Like-
that would have made this even better. I mean, the movie's good already.
Yeah.
but yeah, something like that would have been way cool.
What in
Or even
Halloween-
"Sweet Dreams." I think it was Eurythmics was out by then,
Yeah. Dream a Little Dream of Me.
but it was an independent. This was like very independent for New Line.
Yeah. Do you know Mama Cass choked to death on a ham sandwich in her
Yeah,
sleep?
I heard it in Austin Powers 1.
I'm not trying to. It's fucked up, but it's so funny. Freddie could have done the Heimlich on her in her sleep.
Ham and cheese, there you go. I'm just gonna leave this sandwich here. You'll take care of yourself, won't you, Mama?
No, I hate ham.
Oh, would you prefer turkey? It'll make you sleepy. Got tryptolene in it.
Tryptolene.
I don't know what it's called.
Tryptophantamine.
I don't give a shit, bitch.
I think he only says bitch a couple times in the entire franchise, and I don't know why that became like his staple.
Because actually, the Part 3 Dream Warriors, welcome to primetime, bitch.
Yeah, he's like, "Welcome to prime time, bitch," and I think that's really like the only time he says it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
But
it
it's
became
such
like
a
his
good line.
thing. It is.
Yeah.
It's sick.
You're a bug, bitch. You eat too much, bitch.
Want to get high, bitch?
It's some of the best stuff.
It is, yeah.
In Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
What is the proper way of addressing someone before killing them? Bitch. Or my favorite, they're like, "Oh, don't even sweat, Scary T. We got your pants and everything." Oh, bitch. We're not even done the taglines.
God, too many. Give me 3 more.
I can't.
Oh,
Meet the glove.
meet the glumps.
I fought what I want to fought. It's like something from a nightmare.
I'll give that the 3rd spot.
Okay. It's like something from a nightmare. I don't know exactly what.
One time I had a nightmare that I didn't have pants to school. That's it.
The first word in terror from the director of Scream.
Terror.
Okay, so that one's way later.
The first word in terror
The first word in terror.
is terror.
Right? But also it says from the director of Scream, so that's a re-release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep kills.
I mean, yeah.
Eventually.
It's when you're driving.
A scream that okay.
Yeah.
A scream that wakes you up might be your own. Should be the scream, not a scream.
Yeah.
A scream that wakes you up.
Or it's that man standing in the corner.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep, or you'll meet the terrifying Freddy.
That was so good until that, like...
Somebody was like, they won't get it.
No, they were in a board meeting. It's like, I got one. What was it? What was the beginning?
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
That's good. That's good. Great work. Any more else? Or you'll meet Freddy. All right, we were good at the start, but okay, finishing off strong.
Thanks, George. Thanks a lot for your contributions over the years.
I'm glad it's Bring Your Child to Work Day.
That'll be the 17th tagline we have.
With a budget of $1.8 million estimated, an opening weekend gross of $1.2 million, and a total USA gross of $25.5 million, with stretch arms, strong arms, fingers cut off, faces pulled off, bodies levitating, maggot slice wounds, centipedes coming out of mouths, wet cement stairs, suicide bed sheets, blood vomiting beds, full body burn stunts, haunted convertible cars, and women pulled through a small window, with 3 deaths in total, a 7.5 on IMDb, a 76 Metacritic score, and a 96% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 1984's A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's time for a staff pick. Welcome to Bonzo Way Presents Staff Picks. I'm Jonathan Young.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Peyton.
And since the intro was so long, let's just dive into this.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Thank you for joining us. What Staff Picks are, as Tyler was saying, is an opportunity to kind of take you on a journey of some good films, sometimes in celebration of a worse sequel that's going to come up, like this Saturday.
Yeah.
A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, here at the Frida Cinema in downtown Santa Ana. 7 o'clock, Saturday, June 29th. Go ahead and get those tickets. Pick them up ahead of time. Tickets are selling out. So if you're listening to this, tickets are still available, but not for long, okay? This is our celebration of Pride. So please come out, join us at the Frida Cinema on Saturday.
Come out and come to the movie.
That's right. Come out at the movie.
Don't if you want to.
Somebody just stands up during the Q&A, and we're just like, Damn.
All right, show's
happened.
over. That was the big moment.
Yeah, that was the big reveal. So, yes, please come out, join us for a really fun movie. Oh, god damn it. Those tickets are available at linktr.ee/bombsaway-show. Linktree/bombsaway-show. Everything else that you can find when it comes to us is also there at the Linktree link. Okay?
Whoa.
What?
I don't know, just saying, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
I'm trying to hype you up.
Yeah. So, let's go. Let's do this. I'm
I
excited.
didn't like that at all.
What?
That fucking dance you just did. That was awful.
Slap, slap, shimmy, shimmy.
I was going to say something, but you're too old. It was a Jimmy Neutron reference.
Yep, that's true.
Got a blast.
No, slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. There was a character because the early 2000s were incredibly racist to people from the from the Middle East. Where there was a character named Bolby who was from Bakharistan.
Just like me.
Oh god.
Ew, I think about. I don't want to think about that.
You know everything there is to know about me.
I just know you got a
already.
hairy stomach, and if it's anything like if your back's anything like that, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
They signed something in the Geneva Conventions.
So immediately I wanted to kind of spread light on the series as a whole as we do this, and how every single movie in the franchise seems to only acknowledge that Freddy exists, and then everything else is like carte blanche. Like, do whatever you want.
Yeah, never in. I honestly, and if you can, DM us and let me know, but I cannot think of a franchise that goes shitty so quick and never, redeems itself, really. Because this one is amazing, obviously.
I don't feel like Chainsaw redeems itself either.
Texas Chainsaw 2 is so fucking good, so fuck you.
Oh, is that why you want to do it on the show?
I love Chainsaw
But you want to do
2.
it as a normal episode.
Yeah. But because I love it, but it's
Yeah.
bad.
But then we should do it as a staff pick.
No, we should do it as a
No,
live
it's
show.
You think it's bad?
Yeah, it is bad.
Eh.
It's fun.
It's like a fun bad one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this one's obviously like a horror masterpiece. 2, as you know, because we're doing it live, is pretty bad. Join us there and we'll talk about it. 3 is the shining, pinnacle of a nightmare film, and then none of the other ones are good. We're talking staple ones too. We're not talking.
We're talking
not
about
talking
the
New
original.
Nightmare.
We're talking about the original 7 in the old VHS pack here.
Yes, and
Which New Nightmare was in that pack.
Yeah, but New Nightmare's meta, and
But it's a
was
complete
a different
it's,
movie.
It's not in the storyline of Freddy Krueger.
No.
Let's put it that way.
No.
So we're talking about 1 through 6 here.
yes, and we have there's so many of them, and they're all so bad. So anticipate hearing those at some point.
Yeah, more than likely. So for me, this was my least favorite slasher of the 3. Jason's always on top for me.
Do you not throw Leatherface in there?
Not really.
He's pretty iconic to me.
Yeah,
He
but
is,
to
but-
me, it's that's a whole family.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because it's the Sawyers all together.
It's a whole family, and what they're doing to me doesn't feel like slasher material as much as like torture and that kind of horror. That's a completely different horror to me.
yeah.
Okay. Well, what about
Like he's not killing just to kill. He's killing to eat. He's killing to that's a completely different horror to me.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Yeah. And I'm talking about the core 3 80s slashers.
Okay.
What about-
Even though Michael started in like 79.
when
But
did Hellraiser come out?
I don't even count that one. That's supernatural in a completely different realm.
And he wasn't even the main player in the first film. He's kind of just in the background. So, but
I've
Pinhead's
never
cool
seen
too.
those.
I've never
but-
seen those either.
Really?
I
Yeah.
just-
The second one is the one when everyone talks about a Pinhead, like Pinhead being in a movie, they're all talking about the second movie.
Sure.
Really?
The first one is just about a family trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Doesn't he get like possessed or like the
No,
husband gets possessed?
he
or
opens the
something?
box and then he gets ripped to shreds, and it's about a woman having to bring men to their house and kill them so that he can get his body back.
Oh.
Yeah, I have seen the first half of the second one. The first one.
Yeah, and then there's one where
that-
they
I
like
remember that.
deal with Nazis
And
at some point.
There's multiple pinheads, right? Or something?
There's multiple Cenobites. That's what they're called. They're like demonic, like errand runners, basically.
Yeah.
Never
What about
knew.
Puppet Master?
Hey, we're gonna do it this year. It's a 30th anniversary.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I love Puppet Master.
They're not good, though.
The first one's good.
Okay.
Wow, fuck you. Okay, so you rank this as your lowest.
Lowest of the three.
I honest to God would say I put this as my second.
Really?
Okay.
Michael Myers is okay, but you already know I love the third Halloween movie, and he's not even in it. So like, well, you know, but
we're talking about the killer themselves, not exactly.
No, I know. I'm just saying. The only movie that I like of like with Michael in it is the first one, and then this remake.
Fuck you.
What?
Yeah,
Come on.
2 is good.
2 is great.
Two's just more the same.
It's the point. It's the same night.
Yeah.
I know it's lame.
It's like 1 and 2 were the movie.
They were designed to be one Halloween night, and I will always stand by it. That is the true sequel.
I don't like 2 that much.
Why? What are your reasons?
Like I said, it's just more of the same, and it brings nothing new to the table.
What
And
does this new one bring to the table other than he likes to bash people's heads in more?
I like that shit.
And a really horrible third act.
Damn. Yeah.
It's forced as fuck, and you know it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the second one that much. I do like the later ones with
4 is great.
with what's her butt.
Yeah.
4 is
4
good.
5 is not.
It's just he doesn't have much personality as a killer because he's just like a lumbering.
What do you want him to be like? Happy Halloween, bitch.
You know what I'm saying is like he doesn't have a lot of character in his you know writing and whatever that happens in the films.
Trick or treat, smell my feet.
But another killer who is just the big lumbering Hulk, who has a bit of personality to them, is Jason.
It's because of the way he moves. It really is. It's because of the way
Michael
Jason
Myers? Yeah.
versus Michael Myers. Yeah, it's the way Jason moves. It's the fact that Jason seems attentive when somebody either screams off camera and he has to move towards them or anything like that. And then Kane Hodder really added that.
Oh yeah,
fully
because he was
by
like,
7.
set me on fire and fuck me up permanently.
Hey,
I'm saying that's how dedicated he was to the role.
that is not how that happened.
No, I know that was a thing that went bad.
Yeah, that's the thing that went bad, like way before he even
before
got that
movie,
role.
yeah.
Did you see
No,
that
but-
documentary?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But he was dedicated. What I'm saying is that he's dedicated, and just like I don't know, Michael Myers is kind of like, whatever.
Michael Myers is number 1 for me.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like it started out with a family thing. My family loves Halloween. We always watch it on Halloween and everything. I never was allowed to watch Jason outside of the AMC Monster Fest.
There's a
stuff.
lot of boobies in it.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. There's a lot of sex in those ones.
Yeah. And then Freddy, I just never really got to at all until recently.
Yeah. Damn, I gotta find. If I find a picture of this, we'll put it on like of me and my dad. I'll put it on the Bombs Away page. But I don't think any of you have met my dad yet.
No.
My dad's 6'4" for those that are listening,
Oh.
and my dad used to dress up as Michael Myers every Halloween in like the jumpsuit and the really nice quality mask, and kids would not come to our house. Like he would just like answer the door.
Good, because I didn't bring any candy
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, and they would
forgot.
just bolt. So it's just like I do have a special place in my heart for him, but he's down at the bottom for me.
He's like, your dad's like, candy cost $100. Overalls in my garage.
Yeah, he got him from like a dude at work.
Yeah.
The guy was like, "Here you go. Here's a blue jumpsuit." Yeah. No, Freddy. I actually think Freddy's at my top for me. I just like his personality. I think he's funny. Even though his movies suck, they're funny. So, and then it's Jason, and then it's Michael Myers.
Okay. Wow, so all three of us are in completely opposite ends
Actually,
of the
then it's
spectrum.
Leatherface. Then it's Michael Myers.
Dang.
I mean, what sucks is I can't add like the Scream Killer to it because
Actually,
like,
then it's Candyman. Then it's
shut the fuck up. Because every single Scream killer is a different killer. So it's like the personification of Ghostface is one thing, but then you have to like look at like each individual like killer duo or not duo if
Yeah.
you're talking about part 3. And then when there's only one choice then, if you're looking at that, it's Stu and Billy from the first one.
yeah,
So good.
yeah. Jason X is fucking sick. I was just looking over your head at the at the Jason X VHS.
Oh yeah, if anybody's listening out there, I'm still looking for Friday the 13th part 2, 5, 7, and 8 on VHS.
Is 8 Manhattan?
Yeah. Fuck
Ooh.
yeah. I love
When
Manhattan.
that dude gets his head punched off.
And they spend like 2 of the 3 acts on a boat instead of taking over Manhattan.
Yeah, and then also Jason just walks through the streets like, "Fuck your music."
Kicks it. Yeah.
Damn. See, that's
Yeah.
why I don't like Michael Myers. He didn't do any funny shit. He's dumb.
He didn't do any funny shit.
No, he doesn't do anything funny.
I will have to. I just think he's super like. I think
Cute?
he's more aggressive. I think he's more aggressive in part 2. In that part 2 that you do not want to recognize. Like, I think it's a fitting end too. Is like one night of crazy, and then she blows his eyes out, and then like actually burns him alive. And like to me, he's dead. That's it.
But that's
Yeah,
one of the
along
reasons.
with, the doctor.
Yes, they both die.
They both died.
One of the reasons why I don't like 2 is because it's like, one, I don't like the fact that they forced Carpenter's hand to do what he didn't want to do with the second film. He wanted
didn't
to
make
make
it.
No, I know, but he wanted to make it an anthology series.
Right.
And the reason he didn't make 2 was because they were not going to let him make an anthology series. So then they cranked that out. So I'm like, I don't like that because I don't want to support this, like, we just want a cash grab really quick on this bullshit. And then also, the other reason I don't like it is because he's fucking dead and the movie continues. And then he's back again with, like, no, in 4.
Yeah, but if you consider 4, it's like. Considering Halloween is the choose your own adventure of slashers,
Oh my gosh.
I choose the adventure of Paul Rudd's there. And whenever,
that is Halloween's ass.
and anytime those cops show up and it's like
Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, that's what I like. Thanks for joining us on our staff picks for Halloween. We've gotten really deep into Michael Myers and not Freddy Krueger.
Because there's no argument in the Freddy Krueger series that they just start sucking.
Yeah. Except for the third for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because the third actually continued on the story of the first one. Which,
Yeah.
here we go.
Which we were trying to talk about.
Yeah.
What we were trying to say is that these films do not understand their own rules.
No, not at all.
We were talking about this over lunch. The first one, Freddy's a vengeful spirit. He's getting revenge, and this is laying the base work for the film for you guys. He's getting revenge on the children whose parents killed him.
Well, he's getting revenge on the parents
Yes,
by
by
attacking
killing their
the
children. Yes.
Yeah.
But yes. Then
Is it also to assume that they're just the children that he didn't get around to killing back in the
Yes.
day?
That's
But
why I
okay,
Yeah.
But here's the thing. That's another
Sorry,
thing.
I'm late.
That's another thing that this movie doesn't understand and doesn't understand its own rules. Did he kill children or was he a molester?
Okay, so
Well-
he was supposed to be a molester, but actually a real molester around the time that this was going to come out was very prominent in the news. So they took the molestation part out
Okay.
and only said he killed 20 children.
Right, and then they put it back in for the remake.
Right.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying I've always been confused on it because I was like, damn, because when the remake came out, it was
awful.
it was awful, yes, but I was just at that prime age for that to really grab hold of me, so I've always put that in my mind as like,
Right.
that's what's going on. He's a molester.
You're like, how did he touch children if he had these knives hands?
Also, how the fuck do you kill 20 children?
With that being
Jesus
stopped.
Christ.
Springfield had like a children overflow, and so if a couple went missing, who's to know?
It was actually parents dropping him off, like, please kill my fucking kid. and then when they got caught, they're like, oh, you killed him,
Hey, no problem. I'll take care of this one for you.
bitch.
Have a good day at work, bitch.
Yes, so the movie doesn't understand its own rules. As we just explained, it's kind of confusing what his whole motivation was. In the first one, he's
Just to kill and diddle kids.
Yeah. God. First one, he's a vengeful spirit. Second one,
He's gay.
he's a haunted house.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Well, he's haunted house plus possession.
Yes, plus possession. Third one, he's a vengeful spirit.
He's
again.
back to normal stuff.
It's more kids basically from the similar situation.
Yeah, so like if you wanted to really just watch Freddy movies, like I would just watch 1 and 3 and not watch
And
the
New
rest.
Nightmare. The fourth one, he's a soul collector.
Yeah.
What?
Right. I'm a soul man, bitch.
Fifth one, he's a soul collector. And is this the one?
The fifth one is also and trying to inhabit the baby inside
Yes,
her
the
womb.
baby. Which one's the one who sets up who his mom was?
There's also the fifth one.
Fifth one is
Son
the
of
one.
1,000 Maniacs.
Fifth one also tries to make you sympathize with him for some reason because his mom was sexually assaulted and that's what led to him being born like that. And it's like, that's a weird one. Thanks for that. And then
She was a nun.
yeah, she was
in
a
an
nun
insane
in
asylum.
an insane asylum.
And all the not convicts, the insane people broke out one day and then just had ran a train on her.
Whoa.
I don't think that's the right way to phrase it. And then the sixth one again. That's when the movie finally is like, all right, fuck, fine. He's just collecting souls. And
Yeah.
he has pepperoni chest
Yeah.
and a power glove.
Yeah. No, the sixth one? Oh, the sixth one is where at this point Springfield has gotten wise. Like, he basically ran out of children to kill.
Yeah,
And they got wise to how it all works or how he works. And so he is looking for people from the outside of Springfield just to come in because he's lost his mojo.
yeah. And then
literally.
and then the seventh one. He's again. Oh wait, that's
New
New
Nightmare,
which is awesome because they basically make it that Freddy is a real life spirit and he inhabits the films, which is really cool. And then they just take a
It makes no sense if you think about it too hard.
No, but it's cool. It's cool. Well, it's actually a real life. It's a demon taking on the visage of Freddy.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what the ending is.
Oh,
That's right.
Is it kind of like a Papa Bawa situation?
Oh, shit.
Pow, pow, pow.
You tell people about your dreams or I'll come and rape you.
And then Freddy vs. Jason takes a big old shit on all of it and is like, yeah, he's scared of fire, and he's a cuck. He has to go watch Jason do the killing for him so he can get his rocks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it basically is saying that now they've devised a pill that the children won't be able to dream, so he has no power. And if kids aren't afraid of him, he won't have any power to control their dreams.
Oh, is that what it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to watch this movie.
So-
I don't
so
remember
basically-
It's kind of cool, but it's still very shitty.
It's such a forced plot device in order to get the two characters together. Basically, they had no way of joining forces. So at the end of Jason Goes to Hell,
Yeah, this
basically,
is such a weird contrived
here's
thing.
what happened. New Line Cinema owned Freddy, right?
Okay.
When they bought the rights to Jason, not the title of Friday the 13th, but they bought the rights to Jason as a character, right? That's when they made Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell. At the end of Jason Goes to Hell, when he actually goes to hell, since Freddy in Part 6 was already in hell, they made it that they're like, look, we as New Line own both characters now, so we're going to have, Jason's mask was just lying on the ground. It, fell off when he got sucked to hell, and then Freddy's glove comes up and grabs the mask and brings it down to hell, right?
Was this in the end
That's
of...
of Jason Goes to Hell.
It's a
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So they hinted it back then.
Right. That
Well,
was
that's
in
the-
1991.
That's the problem. They hinted at it too early and then continued to make Jason films. Well, one more,
Only one more, though.
but they
the space one.
fucked it up. Basically, they're like,
Oh.
Well, it's not that they fucked it up, is that they shouldn't have hinted towards it, because then that put pressure on them that they could not fulfill for over 13 years.
Wow. Yeah, because...
Friday the 13th years.
Well, maybe 12 years, because Jason
Freddy vs. Jason
is
came
2003.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
from
remember
91
that
to
one.
2003, there was nothing, because they couldn't figure it out, and this was the best that they came up with.
and it sucked. It's
Dang.
almost as shitty as Alien versus Predator.
2.
That's true.
Requiem.
Requiem? Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a reason. As we were explaining to you, you were looking up at the VHS tapes.
Yeah.
I don't know how well versed you are in Friday the 13th, but do you ever notice that after 8, the titles just turn to Jason?
You know,
and they don't have the tagline of
I'm just not
Friday the
realizing
13th
Yeah.
next one. Jason X is the only numbered one just because they threw an X on it.
that. Right.
Yeah. And then when the Friday the 13th remake came out, which is excellent,
Yes.
Yeah, I
that
actually
one.
really
that
like
is
That's a good
that
one.
is by Paramount again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember when he runs?
Yeah.
That shit's spooky. Spooky.
So, that's
he,
your
like-
rundown of Freddy's. That's how he
Yeah.
connects to Jason. And here we go. So the first thing I wanted to point out is that the soundtrack in this film comes off super strong
Sick.
and really awesome. It's a right? And at first I was like, "Oh man, did I download like a weird like cut off frame because like the image is like half the frame?"
Oh yeah,
Remember?
I
was
thought
like,
that too.
"Oh man, it's like resized or something." But then the font came down at the bottom. The title card.
Yeah.
When I was a little inside the filmmaker's studio, when I was making the trailer for Nightmare 2,
Yeah.
I wanted to put some of that in it, and I was like, what the fuck is up with this aspect ratio? I thought you sent me a fucked up file, but no, that is the opening sequence. It's in like, I don't know why,
in
it's in like
its own
4.9. It's like so tiny. It's picture in picture on the screen.
Yep. And he's just making his like
His gloves.
his glove, like
Yeah.
making my glove. Oh, okay.
The music's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the strongest suits in this film.
So he's haunting a girl named Tina, and Tina's basically like you kind of think that she's gonna be the final girl, but that doesn't happen very quickly.
But you'd be wrong.
right? I do like where Tina wakes up from the dream and her mom comes in, and it almost seems like because her dad comes in and like it is like, let's get back to it. Like, were they bugging?
Yes. They definitely were.
yeah.
All the characters in this movie have like fucked up house lives.
Yeah?
Even
Yeah.
Nancy does. Her dad's like a workaholic and is like I think he's an alcoholic.
I think
a
they're
bit, too.
they're divorced.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
they're
divorced.
divorced.
Yeah.
So all these kids have like fucked up lives, and it all leads into the fact that it's because they all could not handle the fact of what the fuck they did.
Right.
Which has killed this man.
Which is awesome. That's a very good. No.
No, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. It does.
Yeah.
But the parents were fucking.
Oh yeah.
But they neglect their child.
right.
Because she, later on, is literally in their house fucking her boyfriend.
In their bed.
In their bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Right. It was like Tina has her own bed. Like you don't have to go there.
Yeah. This dream sequence is rad, though. It's in the boiler scene, or like boiler room that you find in. It's so wild that the opening shots of this film, the look was so good that it set the precedent for basically any time anyone was in a dream that was outside of something that was like familiar to them.
Well, because that was his home base.
Yeah.
That's where they found him to burn him alive too.
was in a boiler room, but
Right.
it's just like, it's like the opening shot, and it's like there you just set up the rest of the movies. Good job.
Fun fact is that was all shot in a boiler room basement of a prison.
Oh,
really?
Looks like it.
A prison that was then like abandoned almost immediately afterwards, like
That's
for
'cause-
asbestos.
That's because Freddy was there, right? Jerking off.
Bitch, sentence to life, bitch. Solitary confinement with me, bitch. You ever had a blade finger up your asshole? You got nothing,
Bitch. No, I was gonna pause on it. Yeah, so this scene's cool. She wakes up, and her blouse, or well, her night
right?
shirt is cut,
Yes.
which because Freddy like
and
slashed at her.
then, and then her mom's like, "You should really cut your fingernails."
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, what are you?
She's like, yeah, sure, and she holds them up. They're like 9 inches long. They're just blades. Yeah, you're
Totally
right.
forgot.
You're right, Mom.
I'm sorry. I went for the Frito Lay look.
Yeah, so it's the next day.
And also, okay, so immediately we see the kind of jump rope girls, right? And they're singing
Oh,
the,
yeah.
The 1-2 Freddy's
right.
Coming
I'm like,
True.
who the fuck knows this song?
Everyone in the town.
Everyone knows this song for no apparent reason.
Well, because it's about a serial killer in their town.
Or are they?
you don't make songs about that.
Yeah.
You do.
I'm not just like the
what's
Zodiac, the Zodiac.
The Ring Around the Roses.
Yeah, Ring Around the Rosies is a song about the
the-
plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't just make a song for the serial killer that's running around your town.
Candyman is based off of a serial killer, and the whole Candyman myth is based off of that.
Yeah, but I mean, in real life, you don't just
No,
go
no,
around
that's-
walking.
No,
Well-
that's real life. The Candyman thing is a real life myth that had a real life
Yeah,
thing
it's like La
behind it.
Llorona.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
La
I mean,
Llorona,
yeah,
come
but
on.
ain't nobody making a song.
Yeah, watch this.
Where's-
La Llorona. What
Yeah, no.
What if she showed
Coco
up?
had a
La
song about
Llorona.
La Llorona.
Coco did?
Yeah.
You make that up.
No, I'm dead serious.
Where?
It was like the big.
It was like, remember me.
I'll drown you in the river.
No, it was like when she
I'm
was,
amazing Universal.
when she did the like the grandma did the big number in the Underworld with the bad guy.
Oh, does she say that?
And
It's like,
Freddy.
La Llorona.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
There's
Yeah,
a
see,
few- I think
Jonathan,
there's a
you
few
fucking
songs.
Yeah,
idiot.
but people don't make up like people just don't make up pedophile like rhymes, nursery rhymes.
I promise you. Go watch the documentary on Netflix, Killer Legends, and you are going to be surprised at the fact that like people, what they will do to like make them feel a little bit better about a horrible thing that happened in their town.
Okay.
And even well, kind of like taking an alternate.
It's just kid stuff.
Oh,
Just plain kid stuff.
Like an alternate take on that was that those girls were ghosts.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, dang.
Considering literally they sing the song and then Johnny Depp and Nancy and them all get out of the car and they just start saying like, "Oh yeah, like 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you." Ha ha ha. I don't think so.
Well, they only show up in like the like dreamy sequences
Yeah.
throughout the
It's all,
entire.
like,
After
hazy and
this one,
everything.
I think they were real
No,
in
even
this
in this
moment.
in this as well, they do.
They were kind of yeah.
Then that song only shows up in dreamy and also you can notice that as the camera pans from the kids to them, it goes from a soft focus to a hard focus.
Sure.
So it's insinuating that they're not there.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of things that are insinuated that aren't quite explained by the end of this movie.
Yeah. So they're talking about her dream and just being like, "Ooh, spooky."
Yeah.
nightmare.
And then Tina's boyfriend shows up.
I had a
Rod.
nightmare on Elm Street.
Or is it Nick or Rod? What is it? I don't know.
Rod Longcock.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And they insult him, and then he says maybe quite possibly the weirdest line in the movie.
Yeah, he says, "I'll fucking kill you in your sleep."
Bitch. He says, "Up yours with a twirling lawnmower."
Yeah, that's weird. That wouldn't fit.
That's not.
Ouch.
That's pretty big.
I figured you guys were making pedophile songs. I make my own rhyme.
Yeah. He's the red herring, which is as to what's going on.
Yes.
No, not red herring to us, red herring to the characters in the story because of what happens to what the hell's her
To
name?
Nance. I mean, to Tina.
To Tina.
Yeah.
So Tina's like doesn't want to sleep alone tonight, so she's like, "Please come over, hang out with me, Nancy and Johnny Depp."
Yeah.
You know? And so they go there, and this is a very interesting line where she's speculating on what it could be, why they were having similar dreams and nightmares, and she goes, "Well, maybe we're gonna have a big earthquake."
Which
like a
yes.
premonition?
So
Yeah.
this is a very interesting thing because that is the big premonition that actually comes true in the new Nightmare movie.
There's a big earthquake in it.
There's a
Oh, really?
giant
Oh,
earthquake.
yeah.
It's the
I remember
Northridge
it.
quake.
Yeah.
It is. It corresponds, and apparently that was written into the film because it happened.
Yes, which is a weird happenstance that fit
Whoa.
like that. It's a very odd like collective consciousness thing of just like accidentally putting that in the movie and not realizing, oh fuck, there was a thing about an earthquake in the first one.
Right. Very interesting. So, Johnny Depp calls his mom.
Which, by the way, this is like his first film role.
Yeah.
It said introducing Johnny Depp.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, hey, look at that.
Look at that. I like those shorts and that crop top.
You don't know anything about the crop top.
It's better than that.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's better than that fucking hat.
Hello, pretty.
Was that like him as the wolf in
I don't know.
in Into the Woods? Because that's fucked up too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's
he
gross.
was in
Yeah,
that.
it's weird.
Yeah. Yuck.
Stunt casting.
Fuck you, Johnny Depp.
I will not be doing that again.
That's quite possibly the worst Captain Jack Sparrow I've ever heard.
What do you want from me?
I don't know, bitch.
I'm like, I'm over here trying my damnedest. You're not trying a goddamn thing when it comes to a Jack Sparrow impression.
There you go.
Hey, see, don't you dare.
Yeah, I didn't try it because I know I can't do it.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
I at least I try. People at home appreciate that I
You just
try.
sound like Javi.
That is what you sound like when you
all the time.
Isn't
No,
that
you
Black
don't.
Pearl?
No,
You don't know the Black Pearl.
no, the Black Pearl is mine.
This is mine. They don't need it.
People have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. So
So Johnny Depp calls his mom with these sound effects tapes. Where I'm
Yeah.
like, why did you do this?
yeah, he's saying he's at work at his security job basically.
Oh, no, he says at a friend's house.
Oh, that's right.
He's just at a friend's house. He
Yeah.
says, and he's like, there's a plane going overhead. He's like, yeah, thank God we don't live by the airport.
yeah.
And I'm like, no airport is this loud, like flying over your head.
Oh,
They're pretty loud.
I mean,
you've never lived close to an airport,
Yeah.
apparently.
I've been to a friend's house that is, and it's very close.
I
by
lived-
Long Beach Airport.
30 miles from three. Well, that's because Long Beach got small planes.
I guess.
Yeah.
I lived 30 miles from 3 airports back home, and it was all night. Just you could hear them drop in their landing gear because it makes this sound, and it's terrifying. So yeah, it could be loud.
Okay.
And then also he plays a sound effect like a car crashes and like a whole family of 4 died outside.
Just like, why did you need the sound effects? Why did you think you were
Because it's
clever?
funny.
It's not funny.
It's not. His mom's like, help that family. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, it's good, mom.
Yeah.
And my baby's caught under the car.
But also, then, like, why not say it's the television? Like,
don't
he's hella dumb,
Yeah.
right?
But
She's like, you sure it's not Freddy? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Bye, Mom.
that comes in the second act. Bye, mom.
Well, nobody said bitch on the sound effect tape, so it's not him.
Bitch.
Watch where you're going, bitch.
So Tina's a shitty friend and is like, thanks for coming and staying with me. Anyway, my boyfriend's here to fuck me.
Yeah, right? But then she's like, but please don't leave me with him.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of him. He's a murderer.
Like, I like a good dickin', but I don't want him to stay.
he kind of looks like Michael Jackson in the Thriller music video.
No.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me I'm wrong.
So there's Nancy is asleep in her own, not her bed, but a separate bed.
Tina's bed, where they should be funky.
Yeah, right? And we get, which I just don't understand, I guess because I'm not religious, I don't understand why it's so important that consistently we show movies in which the cross either falls off the wall or, like, goes, like, upside down.
Well, because a demonic entity, quote unquote, should not be able to touch a cross.
Right.
The upside down cross is another thing that's related to people. It became a satanic symbol in an
Right.
interesting way, but they basically said, if you're going to crucify me, I'm not worthy of Jesus, so put me upside down on the cross.
Right.
And that's
But
like-
I'm always like, yeah, but if it falls down on your wall, it's just because it's top heavy.
But it's just showing that, like, it can be, like, there's no God here. Like, I'm manipulating this.
There's no
basically.
God here. This is God.
That's from
That's
this
this
movie.
movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is an amazing practical effect, is the stretch wall,
So cool.
right?
Very.
Which is so, I must say, like, I don't want to lean on it. I just want to bring it up for this because it's one of those things where I hated the remake so much for things where it's like 25 years ago they did it with practical and it looked amazing, and you went CGI for no apparent reason.
Well, look at a lot of movies that come out now that are very CGI heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
like the Thing prequel.
hey, fuck you. That movie could have been so much better.
It could have been if
was
they went
all
with the
practical,
practical that
Yeah.
they.
No, what I was going to use as an example is, like, I still like the movie, but, like, Jurassic World does not look anywhere near as good as Jurassic Park.
And when they did do practical with that dying Brontosaurus, it looked awful.
Yeah, it looked like shit, man. It looked worse than the baby from American Sniper. Have you never seen that?
No.
It's very clearly a doll that they're carrying. It's really funny.
I think I thought you were referencing a dinosaur movie called Babies: Secret of the Lost Legend, where they like just carried around a baby Brontosaurus the whole movie. And Sean Young and somebody else.
That's
Yeah.
a good movie.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah,
What's that movie with
unrated version.
with Whoopi Goldberg and the dinosaur where they're cops?
Oh no!
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
that Theodorus Rex.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They have to figure out a hate crime, a dinosaur hate crime.
Is this
I made that
What's
up.
that?
I don't know what it's.
I was gonna say, is this that Muppet one that we just with
it looks like the Dinosaurs TV show. Yes, if that's what you were getting at.
Yeah,
no
it does.
the Muppets, that one that just came out with what's her face, Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, the shitty Muppet.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Happy
that
Time Murders?
Happy Time Murders.
No.
No.
With dinosaurs?
This is better.
Yeah. It's not that.
No.
Yeah, so no, I just wanted to point out like how awesome this looks years later.
Well, yeah.
You know?
I mean, practical effects will always look better.
Yeah.
Not always.
There's no-
We've done enough movies to know that.
Well, I mean, practical effects that have funding behind them will always look better.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is the movie that kept New Line from going bankrupt.
Yeah, man, they really got fucking lucky.
Yeah, they did.
They really
So-
took a chance on this, on the off chance that it would be a hit.
Right? So, as that's happening, Tina is woken up from sleep to, like, stones being thrown at her window. Right? And I love how Freddy's impatient. Like, he just starts throwing the stones harder and harder until it breaks the window.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch, wake up!
Wake up! I need to get my rocks off.
Of course, like any good horror girl does, she goes downstairs instead of like staying in bed. And at this point, sick. Oh, I got it. So I was reading my notes. I wrote sick wall practical effect, and then I was like, oh, I already talked about it. So what I noticed about this is that Freddy is managing a lot of dreams at the same time
Yeah.
because he's dealing with Tina,
The
but he's
dream
also like,
manager.
oh, hold on, I'm over here now.
Oh fuck! I got scheduled for Dream Lead tonight.
He's the dream lead, managing all the dreams.
Oh fuck! Well, if I stagger my break, I guess I can go to Nancy's. So she follows.
Hey Johnny, going to deep sleep, but not REM.
Don't
I'm gonna be a little late.
hit that REM yet, bitch. So she follows into the alleyway behind her house,
And there he is.
doing.
you know.
I do really love this. Like, people always shit on this, but I think it's cool when his arms are all stretched out and he's like,
It's Stretch Armstrong, Freddy.
yeah, it's cool as fuck.
It's pretty cool. That it was done by like two people holding fishing rods.
Yes.
And what is not cool, I think it's always weird, is the next shot when she starts running is he's running after her, but it looks like a midget is every time.
He's also running hella sillily too. He has his hand up
he's
behind
like,
his head. And he's like, "I'm gonna get you." Yeah, but he also does the.
Hey bitch, slow down! I got small legs.
Before he runs, this is when she says, "Oh God,"
Yeah.
and he goes, "This is God," and he puts up a fucking pose, the pose that's in the cardboard cutout in the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he cuts his fingers off too. And then,
Which I always like that shot because the way he's got the goofiest look on his face, and it almost like looks like, is the effect gonna work? he looks at her, then he looks back at the fingers like,
because they
there it
do
is.
delay for a second. They're like, he slices them off and it just sits there, and he's like. He's like, ah, cool.
Goddamn demons!
But yeah, he
Get out
chases,
of Nancy's dream. Come over to this one.
he chases her back, and basically what happens is another really cool like death.
Yeah, upside down
effect.
room.
Upside down room, man.
Oh,
She gets
man.
flung around, blood's thrown everywhere, and she's dead. And she hits that bed, and like hella blood comes out of her
Oh,
when
yeah.
she hits the bed too.
Yeah.
So instead of doing the smart thing and not being a fucking weirdo, her boyfriend bolts.
I mean, doors locked. Like, there's no way you'd be able to prove your innocence.
And it's true, but you could also just be like, I don't know. And then they'd be like, they check the evidence and be like, no, you didn't do it. There's-
What evidence? The evidence would
Exactly.
be that.
Well, exactly. Like they said he had a knife. He did it with a knife, but if they
If they
found
can't
him
find
there
a knife,
and there's no knife,
Possible.
obviously-
No, he has a switchblade.
yeah, but
oh
that's later.
fuck, that's right, he did have a knife on him. But it doesn't
Oh,
have
did-
blood on it. They could check
Yeah.
it.
They could test it.
Idiot.
Nah.
Fucking idiot.
If we've learned one thing is the 80s were very sporadic on what did and did not matter when it came to fingerprints or any forensic evidence.
That is true.
So, of course, Nancy, she gets questioned by the police, which the chief of police is her father, played by John Saxon from Nightmare Beach. Just coming back as another cop.
Technically, wouldn't that be like he's John Saxon from Nightmare on Elm Street if we're talking in terms of continuity?
No,
here?
but I'm talking in terms of
Of
past
what we've done?
episodes.
Yes. What else has he been in other than a cop and everything?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It doesn't matter. Look up your own IMDb, bitch.
John Saxon.
So now Tina tells her father that like there was nobody in the room. I don't know where Rod is, and so she goes to school the next day. But Rod confronts her, and her father used Nancy in order to catch Rod.
Yeah.
Catches him. Boom. Case closed.
Also, really well adjusted for your friend being murdered the night before to just go to school.
Yeah. Yeah. She's totally down with just doing that, right? So now they have Rod, and we already covered it, so I was like, once again, I wrote, "How does everyone know the Freddy song?" But
Yeah, yeah. It's just a town thing.
it's a town thing. We sing it every year in front of the gazebo on 4th of July.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We get a band and a parade.
We just spin people on the carousel and do it.
Our parade float. We throw a man in a real furnace.
Sacrifice.
We have a Freddy float.
Yeah. So they catch him. He gets arrested. Nancy's in class.
I do like before she goes. Oh no! Go ahead, and then the class.
She kind of starts dozing off in class, and then
the woman from Sinister is teaching.
Yes,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys. That's
Not
her,
Sinister.
right?
That's her.
Insidious.
From
Insidious. Sorry.
Yes. She falls asleep, and Freddy cuts her nose off. Sorry, that's the shitty ass remake.
Are you talking about Freddy versus Jason?
No, that's Freddy versus Jason. That's right, where her nose gets
That's
cut
from
off.
Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
Gets her
yeah,
nose
yeah,
cut
yeah.
off.
No,
You want a nose job, bitch?
this part's really cool. She sees outside the door a body bag. Her friend in a.
It's a cool effect.
It's so fucking cool.
Her legs raised.
Legs raised, and she's dragged down the hallway in that big
What the?
blood smear all the way down the
smear all the way
hallway.
down the hall.
Mm-hmm. Then she runs into Freddy, but he's dressed like a hall monitor woman.
And she sees him, and she's like, "Where's your hall pass?" And she's like, "Fuck your hall pass," and then goes, and then gets to the end of the hallway, and the body's gone, and she turns around, and the girl's like, "Shh," and you're like, "Oh."
No, the girl goes, "No running in the halls, Nancy."
Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Yes, which is genuinely creepy.
Right? But Nancy isn't like, what the fuck? She's just kind of like, all right, bye.
She's like, "Fuck you, weird hall monitor, bitch."
Right? So she goes down into the school's boiler room and gets chased around.
Every school has one.
Right? And mine did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a East Coast
That's an
thing.
East Coast thing,
Yeah, 'cause it
yeah.
gets
You
cold.
guys aren't allowed basements.
No.
They'll flood or collapse in an
It's the
earthquake.
earthquake.
We have
I don't know about
attics.
flooding, because we have basements and we have floods all the time. It's about earthquakes for West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need a strong foundation.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome
and this
to
movie
Architecture
started
Corner.
So, no, we had a basement and it was just as scary as this.
As the
very
boiler-
much, yeah. Just
at your school?
steam everywhere. You're like, Jesus, close up some vents. Like, I don't understand how this works.
How else is the janitor going to take girls down there and murder them?
Oh gosh.
Don't tell. If you tell, you won't graduate.
Could you believe I was in a good movie before this? That's a remake joke.
Yes, he brings her down there. He's chasing her around the boiler room. She accidentally hits her arm on a hot pipe, which burns her,
And she
then
wakes
she
up.
wakes up in the classroom. They send her home. And I think it's funny that she comes home and there's a news report about Tina, right? And the news report shows like Tina's bloody arm hanging out of the stretcher.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
see
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Like where they're like just complete idiots about handling a body.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's on the news.
It reminds me of the Who Framed Roger Rabbit when they're carrying out the dead body in the
The shoes just come out.
No,
like,
they hit the bump and his arm falls out and he drops the buzzer thing on the ground
yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, "Come on, you idiots!" It's just like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because like, fuck, I'm on the news too.
Yeah. So now Nancy goes upstairs to take a bath, and we're met with another
iconic scene.
like this. Okay, since we're gonna pinpoint so many iconic things, I want to know, what is your top scene? Like, what is the most iconic shot, scene, whatever? What do you think?
in this
'Cause
movie?
for me, it's this one.
Are you talking in the jail right now?
No, we're in the bathtub.
Yeah.
But I'm just
is that already at this point?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
I'm saying bathtub.
I'm gonna say I want to say that is mine, but I feel like it's obligatory because it's just so good. You know what I mean? Like it's probably one
I
of
mean,
the
the movie as a whole.
no this scene.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this scene is I don't want to select it because it's just so obvious.
yeah.
Because it's just kind of like, yeah, of course this is the best because it's fucking rad. But like,
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, you see that shot, you know exactly what it is.
he's gonna grab her by the vagina.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Trump's in the bathtub.
I have the best dreams. I don't know, people, like, women are just attracted to me. You know, they just flock to me, and they just let me do it. You grab them by the pussy.
Yeah, I don't want to say this is mine because it's just actually, you know what? It's not.
It's this.
Okay, so what is?
It's a tie
Okay.
for me between Johnny Depp getting sucked into the bed.
Okay, that's an iconic scene. I'm talking maybe a shot.
I like when the phone licks her.
I got some questions about that scene.
Why was it so hot?
I've always been disturbed by that scene as a child.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
for some
funny.
reason, like because now I watch it, I'm like, that's not scary. But like as a child, I was like, that's fucking gross.
You're a pussy.
You got one?
Probably, if it's not this scene, it's Stretchy Arms.
Okay.
Yeah, Stretchy Arms is sick as fuck too because it's just so like.
Yeah.
No, see now when I'm talking him falling in the bed, I'm talking the final part where it's just like
The blood gush. No, that to me is my favorite scene. But this scene is
Are you just talking what?
like, okay, you get one still frame, and this shot of the glove coming out the tub, I feel is the most iconic thing. If somebody went like, first thing that pops into your head when you think of Freddy, like first shot, I'm like, the glove out of the tub.
I'm thinking him coming out of the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's either these three here, Stretchy Arms, Wall, and Bathtub, are like, that's what you would show someone like, oh no, it's this movie. Remember this movie? Like, oh yeah.
When he shatters like a mirror. The fourth one.
He shatters a mirror in this one.
Yeah, when he busts through that mirror, I
Yeah.
love that because again,
First breakaway mirror ever in a film.
oh really?
Mm-hmm.
It's again a scene where you're like, why is Freddy so accidentally flamboyant? Like him running down the street with his hand over his head, like, and when he busts through that mirror as well, he's like,
Well, Robert Englund did base all his character movements on the old Nosferatu film, which is a bit flamboyant in itself.
spooky,
Right?
Nos for to you. Not good.
Good. So yes, love the glove tub scene.
God, again, I'm gonna have to. I'm thinking of another one where I'm like, this is so good. We're getting to it, but when they go to rescue Rod in the jail, and Freddy walks through the bars,
Oh, yeah.
and he waves. It's like that shit's so funny to me. Him waving like that is, I say, iconic for this movie because it's the only time that they ever set something up in this movie of him being a semi-comedic figure.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
and all his
That and the
one-liners,
phone.
too.
He doesn't have a ton of one-liners in this one, though.
It's the second, like, he has more one-liners later on in this franchise, right?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah. Oh,
that's all he
yeah.
becomes.
By the third, that's when it goes overboard.
The second
Welcome to prime
the
time
second
is what starts it all, really.
No, the second one he has the
The body and the brains thing, but it's still more ominous than it is
which one
jokey.
has how's this for a wet dream? Is that the third one?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the third one is when he literally becomes like the quip man, because
Yeah.
from then on out it's just like watch Freddy quip. You're waiting for him to kill someone so he can say like a CSI Miami beginning line.
Yeah, because the bug one where he catches a girl in a Roach Motel, he's like, "You can check in, but you can't check out." Or where he has a Nintendo Power Glove instead of his regular glove, and he goes, "Now we're playing with power."
I want to edit some of those together. maybe I'll do that for the show. Edit a couple together. Just
Hell yeah.
These quips and then
Just get those like floating meme glasses.
Well, no, there's a scene. There's in one of the
like
movies. There is one of him putting a pair of sunglasses
Oh, yeah.
on. Yeah.
Just do that every time.
Every time. Bum, bum, bum.
I love it.
Yeah. So Nancy in the bath. Yeah, it's great.
He almost drowns her. He
almost
like pulls
drowns
her under, and where the circle of like bubbles there were no bubbles. Like that seems to be the only hole in now, and she's nude. Yeah, you see a little side boob.
There's not. This is the only nudity in this movie.
Yeah. Is this underwater, very dark shot with just a little silhouette.
This is again, this movie, Halloween 1 and Friday the 13th, all were the movies before that where thing was really set in place of like, this is what you're expecting, so we better put some tits in it.
Right, but both Halloween,
they have boobs in it, but it's not like,
it's not the expectation, but they set the precedent for the expectation.
yes. But there was only a little bit of booby in it. I'm talking where it became like, from then on out, it was like, yeah, you got to have a lot of tits.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is they set the precedent where both of those two earlier slashers were like, we at least had one scene each.
Yeah.
Right? And then the precedent was that you have to like at least have one shot of boobies.
I feel like Friday did it more than Halloween.
After Friday 3 is when they really went balls to the wall with like the nudity and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually remember.
Halloween-
Oh yeah, the two kids having sex in a bed in part 2.
But that's barely. Is that in part 2 or is that part 1?
Part 2,
Part
spear
two,
through
yeah.
both of them.
Yeah.
You?
Just-
Oh,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
your episode.
Part 2, yeah. Well, no, I was thinking the Kevin Bacon kill
Oh,
through
no.
the neck, but that's the first one.
Right. They might not have nudity. The first one.
No,
Oh no! Wait, the girl with the axe to the head. I
no,
think,
she has.
But I think she changes, and
Maybe.
yeah, maybe.
Welcome to Booby Cast. So we progress. Nancy wakes up. Is this when we go to the jail?
Well, yeah, because she's worried about Rod.
And they want to go check on him. And
Yeah.
like I said before, I don't want to harp on it too much. This scene's cool as shit when he like.
There's still no. There's actually something happens before this. Is that Johnny Depp comes over, and she basically tells him what she thinks is going on, and she asks him to like stay awake. Stay awake. I'm going to see if I can find him in the dream.
She's like, don't fall asleep.
Different later. Because I thought it was happening there too, right? But that's what she's asking him. Don't fall asleep because you're going to need to wake me up if you see me start having a nightmare. So she goes into the dream, and then some weird Inception stuff happens where she's like, hey, are you still awake? And like, I guess is
he's like, yeah.
yeah, he's like in her dream being like, yeah, I'm right here behind this bush like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. Right?
Well, I think they're probably trying to aim for like, you don't know that it's a dream.
Yeah, totally. They really
for
are.
That's what
sure.
they're trying to do, but
For
I don't-
sure.
it didn't really like
Right,
correlate
because she
later
says,
on.
I'm going to go out, I'm going to try to find him.
Yeah.
Right? And doesn't really, like, we don't hear what she explains to him. So,
Right.
yes, yeah, for sure. But
I don't know how well executed.
I don't think it plays off really well.
No.
If it, like,
It's probably one of the weaker moments.
Yeah.
it's hard to. Here's the thing about this film, from those who are like from a fan standpoint, or like anybody who like was in the zeitgeist of Freddy, but might have like not seen the movie until later on in life, such as yourself, right?
Yeah,
It's just like as soon as you see scenes like this, you're like, it's a dream, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to escape it once you know. Even if you didn't watch the movies, you know the rules of Freddy, you know the look of Freddy. Like, I mean, there's this compilation video of so many like references to Freddy throughout the years, to the point where Freddy was a joke before he even became a joke.
No, yeah, because to be completely honest, the guy who kills you in your dreams is kind of fucking dumb.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
it's
though?
a good idea.
It's a good idea, but it's the concept itself is shallow. I saw a guy in my dream. Did he look like that kid from Gilbert Grape? Yeah. It's Johnny Depp just seeing himself in his dream. I love What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
That was really intricately deep of a joke.
Yeah. As I was saying it, I was realizing that it was like, oh, wait.
You can't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling. I'm gay.
It's me, Tom Hardy, for some reason. Bitch.
God, I would love him in those movies.
That'd be funny. If they just gave Robert Englund a cameo.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Hey, what are
Just
you
in the
doing here?
background.
Yeah, he just walks by as Freddy. There should have been some nonsensical stuff in Inception, if you ask me.
Just Freddy's in the snow scene walking around. Hey,
This is my dream, bitch.
he's mine, not yours.
I'm scared of fire.
You're waiting for a train to come. It's gonna roll over your fucking head.
Your wife's gonna fall out of a window. Bomb. So yes, they go. She goes and tries to lure Freddy. She gets him. And
Lure him?
Lure,
Like lure him?
lure, whatever.
Sweet, he finally messed up a word.
Well,
You knew
Big
it.
I
Dar.
understood what you were
Peyton knew
saying.
what I meant, but
Yeah,
you,
Big
on the
Dar.
other hand, Mr. Fucking dumbass accent.
You are?
Hey, what is it called when they do a film like they release Logan?
Noir.
Okay, now he's corrected it. New car? Yes. So this is when she brings a piece of him back.
No.
No, that's
no,
later.
that's a-
When's
God,
the
there's a
hat?
lot of redundant stuff in this movie.
So the hat is after Rod dies.
Oh.
So
okay.
we're almost there. So basically, she's being chased around by Freddy, and then something weird happens where because we can't. This is cement steps. We can't skip cement steps. It's really freaking awesome.
Oh yeah. This is
Wet
it?
cement steps.
Oh, when she's stepping up the stairs,
Yeah.
and it's all gooey.
So like he's chasing her around outside. She winds up going back inside and starts walking up the steps, and it's just completely goo steps. And
Gooey.
it's so awesome.
It's a cool effect.
It's
yeah.
so cool. And
It's like
then
covered in carpet too, and then like just
Yeah,
the carpet.
yeah,
right? But then at the exact same time, Freddy's wearing like the worst face mask of Tina. Like
Oh,
for no
yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
It's like look through the window and the door, or something. It's like, hey, dear.
It's like Freddy's just sitting like in a dream break room somewhere being like, "Do you think it'd be cool tonight if I wore that Tina's girl's face?"
I'm gonna throw the intern in there. I'm so fucking tired.
You think it'd be cool if I did your thing, Leatherface?
God, these kids keep falling asleep in class, which means when I'm supposed to be asleep, they're asleep, and I gotta keep going. Fuck me.
So goddamn tired, and not a one of you haunt my dreams today. I swear to God. I don't like that prank you pulled the other day, Joe.
He's like, sorry, bitch.
It was real funny when I gave you a vagina, wasn't it, Freddy? They all just talk the same.
Yeah, but they still like, sorry, bitch.
One's got it like a blue and yellow sweater on.
Ooh, that'd be atrocious.
Impractical Dreamers.
That's right, Sal's a fucking idiot. So
Yeah, you're gonna walk up to her and you're gonna be like, "Where's my wiener, bitch?"
that show's always on in the break room, and it fucking sucks.
worst
It's
show.
the worst.
We were gonna be branded on the roller coaster Goliath.
God.
That's real.
Are they?
Yes. It makes no sense.
What's the joke?
Go up to Six Flags. There's no joke.
The tracks come off and I die, and I don't have to be punished with the impractical jokers.
Right.
They sold out the Honda Center.
They did.
Yes.
What
Doing
is the
what?
bit?
I don't know.
Like they don't show up.
I think it's like,
Got him.
We actually paid so they wouldn't show up.
So anyway,
God.
As this Nancy wakes up and she's mad at Johnny Depp, and then she's like, "We got to go save Rod," because she saw Freddy in Rod's dream simultaneously.
Yes.
And they get there, and the police person at the front desk won't let them through. So Nancy says, "I'll be back," and then runs through the. Oh wait, that's the wrong movie. You weren't paying attention.
I wasn't.
You
I'm
would've got
sorry.
it. I just did a Terminator reference.
Ah.
I'll be back.
I'm sure it was hilarious.
Nope, it wasn't. It's fine.
Bitch. Damn, how did I take your shit that I didn't pay attention to and make it funnier?
That's what you do. That's why I hired you.
I don't get paid.
Nope, you don't. Yes.
This is the cool scene of them seeing through the window to Rod, and he's asleep.
No. They already saw that in the dream. Now they're at the police station for real.
Oh, yeah,
and they
being
won't-
like, help him!
Yeah, and as that's happening, a bedsheet is wrapping around Rod's throat. Looks like a weird phallic thing as it first protrudes up through the sheets.
He's about to David Carradine himself.
He's just the Fratelli at the beginning of Goonies.
Did he jerk himself off and die?
He pretends to hang himself in the jail cell.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I was like, ew, Goonies is gross.
and then they run back there, and I guess he chokes to death really fast.
He dies
He dies
quick.
so fast. It's like, dang, he just got up there and he's dead.
Also, choking to death from being hanged takes minutes
Yeah.
upon minutes.
So it's like almost as if something was left out of in the cutting room floor, where it's like he actually snapped his neck or something.
yeah, if you don't die from snapping your neck, it is straight up forever to die.
Well, it's like drowning.
Back when people used to get hanged, if their neck didn't snap when they were dropped from the gallows, people would come in and volunteer to grab them by the legs and jump with all of their weight to snap the neck so the person wouldn't suffer.
Wow.
Dang.
Let's bring it back.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I mean, we're pretty close to it.
I know.
Anyway.
One can hope.
All these raids.
Damn, why'd you get so sad, Peyton? Bitch.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah, so he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. They have a funeral, and her father is like, "Nancy, you need to go home. You're not going to school." And the mom's like, "No, I'm going to go get her help." So she takes her to this dream study place.
The Dream Warrior.
Right.
Doctor.
What's funny about this scene
Dr.
is...
Sleep.
Yeah. What's funny about this sequence is that this is the part where normally in a film you would get expository dialogue that would really drive home the explanation of what this is.
Yeah.
And because the mom is like, what is a dream? What is happening to her? And he's like, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
So let the movie keep going.
Anyway, this scene sucked. Next.
Scene is kind of boring, but it establishes one thing.
No one knows.
Yeah. No, the fact that Nancy, in her latest nightmare, there on the table, discovers that if she holds on to an object when she wakes up, she can pull that object out of the dream.
Oh, and this is where the hat comes from?
That's the hat.
Oh.
Okay?
Wait, did we see her confrontation with Freddy?
No, not at all.
'Cause
We're
I was
on
like,
the
wait,
other...
Where'd she get the hat?
Right, we're on the open side of it. So we don't know
Okay.
what that confrontation was.
Okay.
Right? Take my hat, bitch.
My fucking hat!
Hey, you want to wear my hat? What I think is funny about this is that, Freddy is a dream master, right?
Yes.
Through the rest of the movie, he isn't wearing a hat.
My fucking hat!
So the rest of the movie is just him trying to get his hat back.
Yeah.
It's like in the Super Mario 64 sand level where the vulture would take your hat and then you have to get it back. That's just what he's doing for the rest of the movie.
Well, can I have my hat back? God, it's gone.
God, that's my fucking hat, bitch.
I don't like people seeing my burnt bald spot, bitch.
I look like a pizza. Fuck. Very sensitive.
That's my Indiana Jones hat I got from Adventureland. That thing cost me $50 and it's nothing like the replica of the movie.
It came off on the ride. That's why it's all fucked up.
It came off on Jungle Cruise.
Duck ate it.
It hit the backside of water and it was never the same. I'm not afraid of water like Jason.
I was like, fuck. Bitch. And that
Anyway.
was Freddy loses his hat at Disneyland.
Next up, Freddy loses his hat on Big Thunder.
Freddy loses his hat at Six Flags. Yeah, so there's nothing we can do.
Hey, look at that goat with dynamite. Oh, my hat! And now, Freddy loses his hat. A new segment on Bombs Away.
So, this is the point where we're gonna jumping ahead. We get to Nancy on the phone with Johnny Depp,
With Johnny Depp, yeah.
telling him this is the whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Before this, though, the mom admits that she killed Freddy.
yeah,
Because
So she did. She's the one that not pulled the trigger, but literally killed him.
the
Yeah.
whole town poured the gasoline and,
Well,
and
yeah,
lit the
but
flame.
she was like, I feel like she was like the one that was like,
She
I'm
just was
gonna
the one
do
who
it.
got to keep the memento.
yeah.
Which is also okay. There's two extremely convenient, weird things here, right? One is that like Freddy loves his hat so much, they was like, if I ever lose it, I'm putting my name in it.
Yeah.
Because that's how she finds out his name, and that's how the mom is like, shit, man, this is real in some way, shape, or form. I gotta tell her.
Your name's Calvin, right? It's written in your hat.
All right, this is a blues riffin' bee. Watch me for the changes. Try to keep up.
Guess you bitches aren't ready for this yet.
Doc, this is heavy. Kiss her, bitch. Try to go home. Oh. I gotta tell you about the future.
Bitch.
What are you, chicken, bitch?
What's wrong with our kids? Are they bitches? So dumb. So dumb.
About as funny as a screen door in a battleship, bitch.
welcome to if Freddy was in other movies.
Welcome to Bitch Corner. Yeah, so this is when we get the super cool, like, I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy. Love it.
Okay, so this scene doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't, because
Is she not asleep?
right.
Oh,
So
she's not?
so she calls. So I need to set this up. So there's a part where she fakes like she's asleep to her mom. Right? Her mom collects all the coffee cups and the coffee pot in the room and leaves the room. She immediately wakes up and goes to her another coffee pot that's plugged in
Below the
under
bed.
the bed and starts drinking from that.
That sounds like a fire hazard.
Yeah. Calls Glenn, and Glenn's not answering, right? And then Glenn's parents pick up, and it's like, Glenn can't come to the phone, good night, and then leaves the phone off the hook. She tries to call again. She gets the busy signal, and she gets angry and winds up ripping the phone out of the wall socket, right? Then she ties the phone up and places it on her bed. As she walks out the room to try to get Glenn, the phone rings on its own. Where in this sequence has she fallen asleep for her to confront Freddy on this phone?
At some point.
I hate you.
I was gonna say, one time I was pretending to be asleep to like fuck with Carly, and then I actually fell asleep. I was like, it'll be so funny. She'll think I'm asleep, and I was like, and I woke up like 4 hours
You're like,
later.
oh, bitch.
I was like, shit. Freddy could have got me.
And she got you.
Yeah. She was like, you look so comfortable. I didn't want to wake you up. I was like,
Oh,
no, I was supposed to fuck with you. Ah.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm saying, where I'm like, did she actually fall asleep and
yes.
dream that
Maybe
she
she-
was awake?
Because
Yes.
wasn't she awake for like 7 days at this point?
Yes,
Maybe she's like
and-
lucid.
That's what I was thinking. Is
Maybe-
maybe she's like hallucinating.
Because, but also then she goes downstairs to confront her mom, who is drunk on the couch.
yeah, but she's asleep.
But she's
But
still trying to get
if,
out.
If you think about the implications of what's going on with like her family, that could be a projection in her dream of how she feels about her mom.
I think you were thinking deeper than they did, honestly, but I'll go with it.
Okay.
This whole movie's a dream.
Fuck.
I mean, by the ending, maybe.
I mean,
the
yeah.
top never falls.
I would hope not.
That's an
The
inception.
bottom's going to be real upset. Join us for part 2 this week.
That's what happens when two tops get in a relationship.
So, yeah, I was just always like confused about that. But meanwhile, over on across the street, the best scene ever happens with the vomiting bed.
Yes, Johnny Depp gets sucked. He gets that good suck.
through the bed.
Yeah.
So the room after he pulls Johnny Depp down and then it spews him up looks like what I can only imagine his normal bedroom looks like after a fight with Amber Heard.
Oh, God. The part that always makes me laugh about this scene is when the TV goes in, too. I don't know why that's so
I love when the
funny.
TV goes in, but then the record player too, because his headphones are attached to
Yeah,
the record
yeah.
player, so it all goes in there. But they don't come back out.
No, they had blood in them.
Yeah, that's where the extra blood came from.
I
I
love this effect is amazing. It's what I say is the like piece de la resistance.
the bitch. Damn it!
Stop talking French, bitch. Nobody thinks you're fancy, bitch.
You're what the French call les incompa bitch.
So, but it really is the shining jewel of this movie of
Yeah.
practical effects.
It's so cool.
And how it was done was they fixed the camera in one position and then actually spinned the entire room upside down and
Dumped
let the
blood out.
blood pour out of the opening hole that would be in the ceiling, and then flipped that image around in post.
They actually killed Johnny Depp.
Yeah, who you see is not him.
That's
Whoa.
not Johnny Depp. That's
Right.
Johnny Deep.
Well, he can't die because he's got the curse of the Black Pearl.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He is
And a
Skell
vampire.
Man. And he's a vampire.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit. And a
And an
huge
Indian.
creep. Oh.
So,
and a shitty character in a shitty Kevin Smith movie.
oh man, leave it alone. So Nancy decides to home alone the house.
Yeah.
In like 10 minutes.
Yes,
Yeah, she's just like, you know what? I'm going to do this. It's like, okay.
it's my house. I have to protect it.
So yeah, she calls her dad and is like, in 30 minutes, be over here. All right, I got 10 minutes to get to the booby traps. I'm going to fall asleep in 5. Okay, good.
They cut the scene in which she went to the church to speak to the old man right before it, and they also cut where she had a TV dinner that she couldn't finish.
And then they also cut when I cried really hard. The last time I watched that was this past Christmas, and I cried hell hard, and I was like covering my face from Carly because I was straight up like, God.
Meanwhile, as Nancy's getting her house ready, her mom and John Candy are driving across the states
God.
try to save the day.
And then her and her dad both show up at the same time.
But her dad's an asshole. So yes, she hooks like a sledgehammer up to like a door, like on a hinge, a pendulum. She puts gunpowder
It's like-
into
yeah.
a light switch or
Yeah,
a light bulb,
in a light bulb.
in which that is connected to a tripwire that somehow.
I don't know.
Yeah, like explode.
She's in the wrong profession. It's just like skip school and become a terrorist.
MacGyver! And then she decides to fall asleep. She kind of like gets chased around for a bit until she knows that it's wake up time. She hears her alarm from her dream. She dives into Freddy, which immediately Freddy should be like, well, this is new.
Fuck.
Oh, on the aggressive, huh, bitch? I like it.
I am your boyfriend now.
I told you.
Meanwhile, they're across the street. They're investigating Glenn's death.
Right, and she told her father to come and knock on the door in 20 minutes.
Yes.
And yeah, so he tells his deputy to watch out for the house.
Yeah.
And
the dumbest deputy. Huh.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Something's going on over there.
well, that's the dumbest part is that so basically Nancy grabs Freddy, she wakes up from the dream, now Freddy's in the house, right? She immediately starts screaming out the window for help, right? So any person, not even a cop, but any person who literally is standing across the street at a full-on unexplained murder death scene,
Yeah, if someone was yelling
Right?
help, you would go help them.
in which also is now the third person that is directly connected to the girl who's screaming across the street to die,
Yeah.
you would be like, let's go.
Yeah.
But instead, he's like, huh, okay, I'll wait.
Huh. Weird.
And so, and it's only really, the stupidity is only there so that we can have more suspense of her being chased around the house. She, Home Alone, like sledgehammers him. She has him get flashbanged by that light bulb.
Flashbang! Yeah.
And then goes downstairs and pours gasoline on him. And he's like, oh, not again!
Yeah.
God damn it! And he proceeds to, like, full body burn, walk up the stairs. And she, like, holds him at bay at the basement door. And then her father finally comes in, and they try to go downstairs, and there's no Freddy downstairs, but now there's, like, fiery
Fire
footprints.
steps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And they go upstairs, and this is where the movie gets weird. Because he's, like, wrestling in full flames on the bed with the mom.
Yeah. Trying to kiss her.
Yeah, I didn't understand this part. Then she like turns into a skeleton or something.
And they both, like, just float and disappear into the bed.
Yeah.
And neither the husband or Nancy seem that affected. They're like, ah, she was a drunk.
yeah,
Huh.
fuck her anyway.
Oh well.
She's the one who killed him.
She'll be a blow-up doll at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's weird. But then, what happened to the mom? What happened?
I just told you, she's a blow-up doll now. Yeah, because the movie ends.
Yeah.
Basically.
So basically, after that, like, she's like, give me a moment alone. Right? Even though I just called you here to protect me from this man, which I'm like, Nancy, you don't know if he's dead. You don't know what happened. Like,
Yeah.
I, to this day, I've seen this movie 30 years. I still don't know exactly what happened here. And then Freddy comes back up out of the sheet, right? Like in a rubber condom sheet.
Like in the big condoms from Naked Gun.
Yes. And then she straight up, like, end of labyrinths him. Like, you have no power over me.
Yeah, and he's like, aw, bitch.
Bitch, magic, bitch.
Why would you have to bring up Labyrinth? I hate
Because
Labyrinth
that
so much.
the same thing happens.
I know.
Where she's like, you have no power. And he's like, I guess I don't.
Look at my penis!
Look at this bulge.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Woof.
Oh, it's a great movie.
No, it's a shitty movie.
Shut your mouth.
I'll fight anyone who says
Yeah,
it's
go
good.
ahead.
Never
Let's
seen
fight.
it.
Don't
That's fine.
bother.
Bother.
The opening scene is a fucking troll taking a piss in a lake for some reason.
It's not the opening
No
scene.
opening scene to her going into the labyrinth.
Yeah.
It's just this like little gremlin taking a piss in a lake, and he's like, oh,
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
fucking dumb. I hate it.
Anyway, yeah, she's like, you have no power over me. And he, like, swipes for her, and then he's just like, oh, no, I'm turning to glitter.
I'm turning into the TV.
Yeah, and then just disappears, right? And she's like, she's like, I want my friends and my mom back. And it's like, okay.
He's like, I can't really do that.
I'm not a genie.
I'm
I'm a dream master, not a dream miracle worker.
I killed him already.
But then the scene fades out, fades back in, and now it's morning, and
She's
her
leaving for
mom's
school.
there,
Yeah.
and her
See,
friends are there.
This is why I said, again, why the girls are ghosts. This entire scene at the end is with that soft focus.
Oh, sure.
with Vaseline lens.
That's a dream.
Yeah, she gets in the car with her friends, and she's like, wow, I can't believe you guys aren't dead anymore. What a weird experience. Everything's fine. And then the
convertible top goes up, and it's Freddy's sweater.
And then her mom's like, bye, and gets fucking blow-up dolled through the center porthole of the door.
So nobody's awake.
No.
Yeah.
Aren't we all asleep?
Whoa.
Oh, this is all
Matrix
a dream.
theory.
Matrix here. We're all sheep.
Welcome to Freddy's Corner. I hope you enjoyed their little romp, because it's really my show.
Bitch.
Yeah. Let's drop some bombs.
Bitch. Yeah, so that's Nightmare on Elm Street 1. I almost said 2.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Despite us semi-shitting on it, I love this movie.
Sure.
It's still a good movie.
It's a classic.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're supposed to shit on it just for fun.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This is super enjoyable. Like,
Yeah, I just didn't want people to get us wrong. Don't get it fucking twisted.
that's why it's staff picks. We're allowed to make fun of something that's good.
Put a condom on your ear and fuck what you heard about me.
Damn.
Whoa.
Okay.
I saw that from a tweet from like an old man.
Hey, up yours with a twirling lawnmower. So, on the Jaws scale, what would we give it?
I'll give it to Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws. 100%.
Yeah, Jaws. I'm hesitant about it though. Like,
I'll give it a Finding Nemo. The shark is named Bruce.
Okay.
it's good. I liked it a lot, but I don't know if it's like a Jaws masterpiece. Still, I don't know. Like I said, Freddy isn't. I'm not a big Freddy fan. I'm just now getting into the movies, so
Okay.
give it time. Maybe it'll become a Jaws more.
Damn, all right.
All right. Sure.
Jaws undecided.
So, you've heard from the three of us. There's still a couple people you need to hear from. Tyler, what did Carly think?
Carly really likes this. Carly's wasn't really into horror until we started dating. And this was one of the first movies I remember showing her that she had never seen. And she liked it. She was like, this is fucking weird. And she had the same questions I did about, like, well, what did he do? Like, what is he? Like, was he a molester or a killer? And I was like, well, fuck, I don't know. Just watch the movie. Fuck. But then I showed her Dream Warriors, and she's like, okay, this shit's cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I showed her Nightmare on Elm Street 2 first.
Why?
Because I had never seen it at this point, and I bought the 4-pack, like 4 movies, and I was like, let's watch 2. So I was like, whoops, let's watch 1. But yeah, she likes it.
Okay. Awesome. So that's what we thought. That's what Carly thought. But there's still some people who thought that this was disastrous.
Disastrous.
And this is Gimme One. These are 1-star reviews called from Amazon or IMDb. And they're people who had a really negative opinion about the film.
Negative.
This first one's from Jesse Gehrig, written September 2014. And you're sure that this is the original, right?
Yes, these are all from the original.
Okay. Just want to make sure, because it's one of those things where like it's around the time period where the remake came out.
No, yeah, this is the original.
Okay. Titled, Yes, Absolutely, I Could Do Better.
Yeah.
I have seen the golden hour's light bathe shoppers in a grocery store. What wealth, and given so freely, seemingly without consciousness. This movie is a piece of shit. Just like all the other ones. If you can love those movies, then by all means do so. Just don't do it around me, if you please. No, for me, I like my horror movies to be great. You'll know, like, worth seeing. The fans of this movie and its ilk are lucky, lucky people. This movie and its franchised horror movie kin are able to give to them something that I can never have. Whatever it is this movie gives me, I cannot match the time of lose seeing it. Why do this to me?
I didn't mean okay, the beginning he starts out so coherent,
Yeah.
and then he like got so mad he was like
It is an unequal exchange, and I want back whatever it is that I have lost. Like my mom and my friends.
He's like, please, I'm so sad all the time and all I do is sleep. God help me.
Okay, and the last one here, written by Jordan Lawley, titled A Terribly Boring Nightmare to Watch. I watched this film due to the hype, only to discover it was so boring. So little action, so much talking, endless pointless scenes and dreams. As for Freddy, he's great, but why on earth is he only in the film for like 10 minutes? So long-winded, a snore fest, some good moments, but so dull for the most parts. 1 star.
God. The other ones were like full on like, this is my dissertation for my PhD on why Nightmare on Elm Street fucking sucks. This one was 7 paragraphs that I saw, and I was like, damn, dude.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm interested actually to read that.
That like long ass
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
Yep, so that just about does it for us here at Bombs Away. Thank you for joining us again, Peyton.
Anytime.
Absolutely. And if you're listening to this on the week that it comes out, don't forget this Saturday, like we said, is Nightmare on Elm Street 2 live in front of an audience, and that audience could be you. So come out and join us. Ha.
Yeah.
Come out, bitch.
Oh, Jesus.
Join us 7 o'clock, Frida Cinema in Santa Ana, 7 p.m., June 29th. Tickets are still available at Linktree/Bombs Show. It's linktreetr.ee. Okay?
Yes.
What else?
That's it.
That's it, right? You can get t-shirts there. You can get everything at this new Linktree address. So that's where you should go. Or you can just follow us at Bombs Away Show.
On everything.
On everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another Staff Picks. I'm hoping you're enjoying this. Next month, we're going to do Jaws and Jaws 2.
Yeah.
Da-na. Finally, the Jaws scale analyzed to its completion.
Nice. I love being analyzed to my completion.
Yeah, you do, bitch. So that's what's coming up on the Staff Picks for next month. Also, be sure to listen to the shorties where we announce all the rest of the things coming up for July. Thank you for another amazing month. And next month will be 2 years. 2 years of the show.
What?
So
It feels like I've only been on for like 3 months.
weird.
It feels like 2 years.
But so thank you for listening. Thank you if you're a first time joining us and this is your first episode. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share to your friends and family. Hopefully they enjoy horror as well as much as we do.
Hell yeah.
And then other than that, we'll see anybody who wants to join us at Midsummer Scream.
If you want to see us at Midsummer, come to Midsummer, where we'll be at Midsummer.
Where we're performing Midsummer.
Midsummer. Oh, that comes out in a few weeks.
Oh, what, an
It
actual
does?
movie?
Midsummer?
Midsummer? Yeah.
What?
Did you just say that on accident and not know that Midsummer is a movie coming out in a few weeks?
Oh, Midsummer.
Yes, but still Midsummer.
Okay. I thought you meant like the play, like done as
Midsummer.
another.
Ugh, I was in that in high school.
So was I. I loved it.
really?
What were you?
Wait, was it Midsummer or was it?
This was the play within a play with the donkey and the fairies.
No, I was not. I was in 12th Night.
Oh,
Yeah, that one sucks.
sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the night that wasn't added to the round table.
Why didn't you guys include me? It's because you sound like that. Bitch.
Yes, but if you want to join us at Midsummer Scream in LA on August 3rd and 4th,
Long
you
Beach,
can.
that is.
Well, yeah, I guess Long Beach, whatever. It's all LA proper. So, but if you want to join us, if you're in the Los Angeles area, okay, please come down and use our discount code BOMBS, for a percentage off of your tickets to Midsummer.
Wow, that's so official and cool.
Yeah. So go to midsummerscream.com and type in at checkout.
At tickets, there's a spot where you can put a coupon code.
Uh-huh.
Put BOMBS. That's BOMBS. BOMBS.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Catch us on the flip flop later on a next episode.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope to see you at the live show.
Absolutely. All right. So,
I'm Peyton.
I'm Tyler.
and I'm Jonathan.
bitch. Welcome to the podcast, bitch.
I never was a guy to sleep with lights, but then I never had these kind of nights. Something evil watching over me, and I'm afraid this ain't no fantasy. It's a nightmare. It's just a dream. No, it's a nightmare. It's just a dream. It's a nightmare. It's just a dream. No, it's a nightmare. I locked the doors, I nailed the windows tight. I thought everything would be alright. But when I shut my eyes, it finds a way. Somebody wake me, help me get away. It's a nightmare. It's just a dream. No, it's a nightmare. It's just a dream. It's a nightmare. It's just a dream. No, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's just a dream. No, it's a nightmare. It's just a dream. Baby, it's a nightmare. It's just a dream. Say, no, it's a nightmare. It's just a dream. It's a nightmare. It's just a dream. Baby, it's a nightmare. It's just a dream.
This has been a production of Big Bulb Entertainment, executive produced by Jonathan Young. For more media and information, visit us at www.bigbulbentertainment.com. Big Bulb, what's your bright idea?